All right, so who am I? My name is Greg Matthews. You can call me Dr. Greg Matthews. And I'm a statistics professor at Loyola University Chicago. And what I like to do is I like to take the theme of the show, and I like to do something statistical with it. And the theme of the show is the science of death, but it used to be the science of forensics. So I went and did a statistical analysis with forensic science. You're going to love it. I'd also like to say that I'm Chicago's premier comedy statistician, by the way. In case you're wondering, I'm the best in Chicago. So, let's talk about forensic science. Does anyone know who this woman is? Does anyone know? Can you shout out who this woman is? No, this is... No, it's way less important than that. No. This is the woman in the opening credits of the show Forensic Files, and my wife and I call her Linda Goggles. I wanted to put her up there. Okay, so statisticians in forensic science, a perfect match. This was an article in Chance magazine a few years ago, and statistics is everywhere, including forensic science. For instance, there's forensic accounting. You can do things, there's something called Benford's Law, where you can look at the distribution of the leading digits, and you can see if people were filing fake records. Statistics and probability shows up all the time in DNA matching with random match probabilities. And then fingerprint analysis was actually first used, or first kind of invented by, does anyone know? Wait, did someone say it?
Statistician?
There was a statistician. Well, yeah, I mean, I wouldn't ask it if it wasn't a statistician, but yeah. So, there was a guy named Galton. Remember Galton? You were here a few weeks ago, or a few months ago, we had Galton. Galton is the father of, he's the father of linear regression and also eugenics. So, you decide whether you like him or not. So, forensic science is, there's a lot of uses for statistics in forensic science, and forensic science is science that's used to help crimes. And that's been studied to death, and it's not very interesting. So what I wanted to know is, what about science used to help commit crimes? So what I've done is I got a data set, and I analyzed who was committing crimes and sort of getting away with them, and I want to offer you some advice if you're interested in committing crimes. And these are some statistical advice. This woman's very excited about it. What crime are you interested in committing? Oh, you're the guy's interested in committing crimes. I don't know what's going on over there. She's like, oh, I'm a criminal. My husband's a criminal. All right. So what I did is I got some Chicago crime data. This is all from Chicago. The data is from 2001 to 2017. There are 7.9 million crimes. Each record in this data set is a crime. We have things like location, type of crime, the time and the date, and whether an arrest was made. And so I'm interested in what kind of crimes were people not getting arrested for? What was their crime report and what were they not getting arrested for, among other things, okay? So let's start with narcotics. The highest arrest rates, the location of the highest arrest rates are things like bowling alleys. Every report, 100% arrest rate for bowling alleys. Don't do drugs at bowling alleys. By the way, shout out to Candlepin, I heard it over here. Other high arrest rates are nursing homes and police facilities. Don't do drugs at the police station. Lowest arrest rate for narcotics, animal hospitals. You can do drugs with the dogs and the cats and things like that. So let's talk about, I have a few crimes I want to talk about. Theft. Here's an interesting fact about theft, if you're interested. Of all the thefts that occurred, that were reported from abandoned buildings, the arrest rate was 15.5%, okay? At the police station, it was a 9.91, which means you're more likely to be arrested for stealing something from an abandoned building than stealing something from a police station. That's what the data says. So choose your targets wisely. You into theft? She loves theft. She's very excited. Homicide, this is the show is about the science of death, so I gotta throw homicide in there. What I want to show you about homicide is, these are the arrest rates by month for that period of time. And what you can see here is that the arrest rates in the beginning of the month, beginning of the year, January, February, March, they're pretty high, they're around 50 to 55%, and then they just drop off through the end of the year. Now, in my expert opinion, here's what I think is happening here. I think every December, the cops are like, you know what? It's gonna be a new year, I'm making a resolution. Let's solve some murders this year. Let's go arrest some murders. And then, like, just like going to the gym, the year rolls on, and they're like, I don't want to go to the gym anymore. And the cops just stop solving crimes. And then every year they go, you know what? This is the year I solved crimes. Just like going to the gym. All right, let's talk about arson a little bit. This is one of my favorites. It's a weird thing to say. What is the location for the highest arrest rates for arson? We have schools, parks, and colleges and universities. Don't commit arson at these places. Lowest arrest rates for arson, animal hospitals. Of all the reported arsons at animal hospitals, 0 of them they've made an arrest. Unbelievable what's going on at animal hospitals. So Greg, you're probably thinking, great, I know where to commit arson, but when is the best time to commit arson? And I think that's a great question. And I have an answer for you as a statistician. So what I did is I looked up, this is the time of day by the probability of arrest. And so it goes from midnight we have noon in the middle, and we have 11 p.m. on one side of it. And so you can see if you're committing arson in the middle of the day, you're more likely to be arrested than if you're committing it at night. And so if you can't remember this, what I've done is I made an image for you. Here's a calendar. And so I took the, I wanted to know not just the time, but I also wanted to know the day of the week. And so if you have in your calendar, commit arson on a Monday at 4 o'clock in the afternoon, should I commit arson there? No, you should not. The arrest rate is 27.2%. Should I commit arson on Wednesday morning at 5 a.m.? Yes. The arrest rate is lower than 7%. Don't commit arson at dinner time on a Monday. You're gonna get caught. Probably, I don't know. Well, 27.2 is not great. So I mean, I guess the moral here is commit arson whenever you want. You probably won't get caught. You're just less likely to get caught in the middle of the night. Okay, so let's look at robbery. Highest arrest rates, if I can go to the next slide. Highest arrest rates, the bank. Little cliche if you ask me. Robbing a bank, come on. Little derivative. Schools and drugstores. Lowest arrest rates. No, it's not an animal hospital. It's the airport. But number 2 is the animal hospital. Fuck an animal hospital. There's never been an arrest at an animal hospital. In some reports. And number 3 is the cemetery, which is also another place. I gotta keep with the theme, science is death, right? Okay. So, finally, the crime. Does anyone know what crime this is? No, white collar crime. No. What do all these men have in common?
Sex crimes.
Does anyone? Do you really not know the answer to this? Prostitution. Thank you. That's Elliot Spitzer, Robert Kraft, Jerry Springer, R.I.P. JP, Jerry Springer, JP, Tiger Woods, and Charlie Sheen. Okay, so prostitution. Where are the lowest arrest rates for prostitution? Vacant lot. 95.8%. This is the best place to, I don't know, if you're the best place to do prostitution, vacant lot. Highest arrest rates, police facility. For God's sakes. They can't, if you steal something from a police station, you're never gonna get caught. Prostitution, arrested every time. Police facility, nursing homes. Nursing home / retirement home. Abandoned building, car wash, and finally coin-operated machine. Now you're probably thinking to yourself, Greg, prostitution or coin-operated machine? I don't even know what that means. What could that possibly mean? Well, I've made a nice image for you. This is what prostitution next to a coin-operated machine looks like. It looks like that. That's prostitution near a coin-operated machine. So finally, what have we learned today in this educational bit of the show? Pimping ain't easy, but it's damn near impossible at a police station. That's good advice. Number 2, casual afternoon arson will get you arrested. Don't do it during the middle of the day. And finally, animal hospitals are lawless hellholes. Fucking animal hospitals. Thank you. Follow the show on the Instagram and the socials. Follow me. Come get me off the stage. Thank you.